Yo, how we doing? Not Move Nation. It's your boy Jimmy with my main man Ja. And
Yeah,
today we going over UFC Fight Night Qatar. Second to last fight night of the year. Closing down two more fight cards after this one. Been a great year of fights. But this card's pretty good, low key. Got a couple contenders on their way up. Big welterweight fight going down, as well as the lightweight bout between Dan Hooker and Arman Sarukian. And we'll break all that down in today's episode of UFC Fight Night Qatar. We want to run it up at the top. The first fight.
yeah. My apologies.
No, you're good,
I
bro. You're
thought
good.
I thought I was on mute.
Yeah, all right.
So the first fight is Denzel Freeman versus Nurk Gojo,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, Denzel Freeman is probably the most innocent, easiest name I'm probably gonna get on that. But
You're not lying.
so this is both of their debut fights.
Mm-hmm.
No, in terms of outside of UFC, as we know, I don't watch that much, so I don't know in terms of these two guys. But Mark is just overall bigger fighter. Me and just taller. There's a 2.5 reach advantage. But I'm gonna go Denzel. I don't know. Like just just gonna go with the
Yeah,
shorter fighter.
I feel you. I'm also going with Denzel. Marik has only fought like tomato cans outside the UFC. He ain't fought nobody good. Denzel's actually put on pretty good performances around in his independent scene, if you will, like his on the come up in the UFC. He's fought real dudes with a pulse, not a guy who's fighting as a side hustle. So I think Denzel Freeman's he's got good hands. He's a lot better on the ground than Marik for sure. He's comes from a wrestling base. I think and he's still like this is a heavyweight fight, so you know those hands are dangerous regardless. Like any shot could land, but I'm going with Freeman just because I think he's the overall better fighter.
All right. Next you have Polo versus Shamrock.
Hmm.
Shamrock's making his debut. Noello's 90% of his wins is by decision. He's more of a takedown guy, grappler guy.
Hmm.
Normally in this situation, guys like that will win simply because they're just gonna keep you on the ground all game or rob you to death is what I like to mean. I'm gonna go with Shamrock just because he has a very cool name.
I like Shamrock a lot. He's out of that next gen Liverpool camp, the Paddy camp over there. But I think this is a tough first test. And Nerello, he's like the junior. He's Khabib Junior basically. Uh, I I think it's a decision fight. I mean, Nerello's a lot got good wrestling. You know that combo sambo or that combat sambo background. Uh, Shim's not bad on the ground either. He's got a jujitsu base. Like all those guys in next gen have really good jujitsu. But I think this is just too tough of a test for his first fight in the UFC. It's kind of crazy. He gets matched up with a Dagestani dude. Fight one for him. I can't really pick against him those Dagestans that often. So because I picked against Islam last night or last week and he got this. It just wasn't nothing was
Mm,
happening there. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Narillo, even though I like Shim. I think Shim can be uh, a contender maybe later on in his career. I just don't think it starts off. He don't start off on one or 1-0 against Narillo.
respect, and he's not a Dagestan, he's from Pakistan.
Well, I mean he's in the Khabib camp. So is this next guy. You went on mute, bro.
No, bro, I'm sorry. You said I was talking to me. But
Oh,
next fight is Ishmael versus Ryan Loader.
hmm.
Both are coming off of a loss. I see this as a somebody may go out match. As in somebody may get put to sleep. And I think it's gonna be Ishmael. I think Ishmael goes to sleep this one.
Mm, interesting. It's just Ishmael out of those that camp over there. He's actually one of the better strikers. He's more like the Islam where he's a striker first or not Islam. No, he's a striker. Whatever. He's a striker first more than he is a wrestler. He's a better striker than he's a wrestler, which is
Oh,
rare to
Omar.
out of those games. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where they're better at striking than they are wrestling, which is rare, but they still got that combat sambo background. Ryan Loader is a good grappler. He's got good wrestling. I'm gonna pull what you always do and fade the American wrestler, and I'm
Hmm.
going with I'm going with Ishmael.
I've been trying not to do that lately. Next, you have Dexat versus Taporia.
hmm
And if I'm not mistaken, that's Ilya's little brother, right?
It's his older brother, but it's
His older brother.
he's small. He's the little older brother, which is weird. Like
Oh yeah.
he weighs
He's
less, but
shorter. Yeah, he
he's
wears
older.
that shorter. Yeah.
Yeah, but he is the older guy. Yeah,
I mean, the guy he's going up against is basically a knockout guy.
makes it.
I
Yeah,
think, yeah, I think if he gets it to the ground, he easily wins. That being said, it's hard to do that. I still have him winning, but I think he can very well get caught.
I like Begzad in the spot, to be honest, bro. Begzad had pulled off great scrambles against Umar on a late notice. Like it was a late notice he filled in to fight Umar. He did pretty good. He knocked down Umar. He didn't win the fight ultimately, but he put up a good performance. Did good on the ground against him, and he knocked out Brad Katona with a pretty nice uppercut. I'm not saying his striking is as good like as Topuria is, because those Topuria brothers, they got that boxing background. They got pretty crisp hands, but Bekzat's got pretty good hands himself. So I'm gonna lean towards Bekzat in this fight.
Interesting. Very interesting. Next is Abdul versus Rafael. This is Abdul's debut. Rafael's coming off of a loss.
Mhm.
Is the bigger in terms of height, but in terms of reach, he's the smaller guy. Let's go. Rafael is more of a striker. I see Abdul winning this one.
Yeah, I think this is a sacrifice, bro. I think Abdul just absolutely bodies this guy round one. Raphael been chin recently. His past couple fights, he's been put out. You know that Bison Gore guy, Hamzat's like prodigy that fought on the card last week.
Yeah,
I think this guy is like the real, like he's everyone's hyping up Bison Gore. I think this guy's the real deal, man. I think this guy's gonna be the better one out of like the new gen of the Dagestan area, the Russian mob. Well, not really mob, but you know what I mean. The next Russian wave, I should just call
that's another
him.
person that's not from Dagestan. That's just from Dagestan. You're moving like me today.
Well, are they from a state? They're from a state, right? Like he's from a
He's
state.
from Turkey. Turkey.
Uh, Turkey. Oh, word.
Yeah.
Over there.
It's near.
The
Yeah.
mountain of Caucasus, bro.
But next is which I still feel like is disrespect to the flyweight. But you got Alex Perez going against Asu. A ranked
hmm
card in the prelims on a card like this is honestly surprising. I mean, Alex is coming off a loss. Asu is a win. More like Alex is on a D. They think Alex is on a D time, and Azu is next up.
hmm
So you see, it's pretty standard. This is a fight that is just a. It is just a ranked opponent win that they want to give Azu to put him into that weight contendership, which is I'm gonna say this is Asu win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like Alex Perez. Like he's a great striker. He's got good low kicks. He's a pretty good hand speed and hand power in his punches. But I think Asu's just like he's just gonna put the pressure on him, and just I don't know if how Perez is gonna handle that up against the cage in the clinch. Eventually get him to the ground. I think Azu just kind of marauds him, as you were saying earlier.
Yeah. Next is Nicholas versus Jid. Jid.
Yes, yeah.
Say Jid's making his debut. Nicholas is coming off of a loss. Honestly, I see Russian the right place this time. But the Russian just mauling him, marauding him. So let's do
Robin.
that.
I agree with you, man. I think Nicholas Dalby took this fight on like a week's notice or 2 weeks, like short notice, not a full camp. Bro's 41. Sajid's 31, so I mean he's got 10 years in age. I think it's just the fresher. I'm going with he's from one championship. Who one has a bunch of talented guys, but they don't like
Amounts to
they
anything in the UFC?
no, no, no. Some of them do. It's just they don't like René Ritters from one, but they don't fight often because they don't like they have scheduling issues because the talent they have is good, but they don't have enough of it basically. So like this guy's like 3 years hasn't fought in like 3 years, but he fought in a grappling match I think earlier this year, and he won. So I think Sage is gonna win.
I mean, but one's main thing isn't MMA, the aspects of arts.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. They just don't schedule their fights that well. Like it's like all their fighters that come out of there are normally like 30, but they're in their prime because or their fight prime because they haven't been like walloped and tested like a bunch of other guys because uh like it's hard to get a fight in one. You know what
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean?
unless you're like a kickboxer or if like what is Ragtide? What does he do?
Uh,
You know Ragtide, right? He had the match with the mixed martial arts half, mixed martial arts half. What's it called? And against
yeah,
Denise.
yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What is that? I forgot what it's called.
I can't, I don't know what you I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, but I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but it's a lot more of those and stuff like that, or jujitsu than it is,
I hear you.
because that's where most of the star and the money is. Remember, not they're
Yeah.
all over the globe. So, yeah, the Knicks is Bogdan versus Luke Riley.
Hmm.
What first round finish? So
Yeah, Luke Ryder is a dog, bro. He's a
eight
dog.
knockouts, four first round finishes. He's no, that's crazy. Anyway, this is his debut versus Bojan, who's also coming off of a loss. He's the taller fighter, not the bigger fighter. He's the taller fighter. And I see they putting him against Bodan to get knocked for Bodan to get knocked out. And I see it happening.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Luke Riley, another one of those guys out of Next Gen MMA over there in Liverpool, one of Patty's camps. This guy's got a really solid boxing base. He's got good jujitsu on the ground. If Bogdan wants to take it to the ground, it's not like he's going to be a fish on the ground. He's going to be good regardless. I think the hands finish Bogdan, man. I think Luke Riley's next up, the next great Englishman on the rise, Luke Riley.
I hope so. This is Tagura versus Koyoji. Well,
This fight is crazy, bro. The size difference is nuts, dog. Like,
you stole it. You know, supposed to mention.
my fault.
Yeah, it's a three. He has 3 inches of height though.
It looks a lot more, bro. If you saw the face off between them, bro, it's nuts, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Coyote looks tiny compared to Gear.
I have Gary winning.
You got to Gear.
Yeah.
I
The
like
size difference. Yeah, it
I
moves
like
me.
I like Kyoji. I like him a lot. I was sad when he left. This is his return to the UFC. He went over to yeah, it's right. It's Rise in Japan. That's what their thing's called. And he was the champ over there. He made his way back. I just think he's too small. Like he's got speed. He's got great hands. He's not bad on the ground, but Tagir's just gonna overpower him, bro. Like the sheer size of Tagir. Like he's the what's crazy is he's the runt of all those Russian dudes. He's the run of them, and he's still and he's not like beating people that are like by decisive fashion either. Tagir just kind of robs people, and I don't know. I think it's just gonna be a Tagir decision. But I mean, Kyoji does have a chance to KO him and surprise the world, but I don't. It's very low. It's a very low chance.
Next is Waldo versus Samuel, and both coming off of a win. The same height. The reach advantage that Samuel is insane. 8.5 reach advantage and a 2.5
Hmm.
reach advantage. He has an 8.5 reach advantage. I see that being the difference maker in the fight.
Mm,
Honestly, I don't think Waldo can overcome it.
mm. Let me tell you something, Joe. Waldo Cortez Acosta took this fight on 12 hours notice. This
I'm
man
not
flew.
matching my answer.
This man flew across the world to fight, bro. Waldo Cortez Acosta stays ready. I think he wins this fight, bro. He's a monster. He's got good hands. He's not the worst on the ground either. He knows how much this fight means to the Middle Eastern people. Because Shamil's one of their own. They're always gonna bet for their guy. But I think Waldo's just a better fighter, man. And this is his fifth fight this year. I think he's trying to move his way up the ranks and wants to get his name in the spot for a contender heavyweight shot soon. And I think he does that. Uh, I think he might be next up if he gets a KO here against Shamil. I think you got to put him next up.
Most definitely. My fault. I'm just more or less looking at how much else is like next name. But next is Jack versus MYK. That's what I'm doing. Jack versus MYK. MYK is coming off of a win. Jack's coming off a loss. MYK does have three.
Oh, Orabai. Okay. I was like,
Oh, yeah, Orobai. Thank you. You gave me a name that said Orobai.
I was, I was like, who is he talking? Jackie. Okay, okay, yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, he's easily the smaller fighter.
Hmm. I'll tell you why. Because
Nah, Jack
Orabai,
wins though.
you think so?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to disagree. Jack Hermanson is 37, coming down from middleweight to welterweight. Matik Orabai is, I believe, 30-ish. I don't think he's over 32. Um, and he's moving up from lightweight to welterweight. He's got the lighter man skill. I think he's good on the ground. I think he's probably like Jack Hermanson's coming down from middleweight to welterweight after getting absolutely freaking annihilated by Gregory Rodriguez, bro. I don't know if this is the wisest decision for him. I don't know if being a career middleweight, then at as soon as you get like horrendously knocked out, jumping down to welterweight is the right idea, especially at that age. I think he's just doing it more as a himself, like a lifestyle choice, not a career choice. And I think Orabai probably just submits him.
Good. Next is Volkan versus Alon. I'm not about to do the tail of the tape. I'm picking against the American.
You go on Ozdemir too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Ozdemir's just all around better, bro. He's got better hands. He's great offensive and defensive grappler. Like, so if Menifeld wants to take it to the ground, I think Menifeld does have a decent ground game, BJJ skills, but uh, Voldon Ozdemir, you don't see him that often because I don't think he's allowed to fight in the U.S. But like over here, like he's the star over here. You don't see him. He's a rare sight, but he's a name that holds weight. People forget about him just for that reason because he doesn't fight that often. But he's a dog, man. And Alonzo Menifield's been chinned a couple of times, and I think he might get chinned again here. I think he might be slept by Voldon. I'm going with Ozdemir too. Probably by KO round two. And I think after that, it's the co-main, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yo, oh, does phone die? All right. Well, Ian Gary versus Bilal Muhammad. This is a 3-round fight, not a 5-round fight. We all know Bilal. He's got a
Yep.
salt. Yo, you good? You back?
Yeah, the app crashed. I'm good.
Oh, word, word. All right, all
Yeah.
right. You want to pick up? Well,
No,
the
you
next
can
one's
continue. You can continue.
the next one's the co-main, right? Am I
Yeah,
tripping?
it's coming
Yeah.
below. Yeah, below.
Ian Gary versus Bilal Muhammad. Tail of the tape, right? Bilal Muhammad, former champ, right? First fight after losing the belt. I think he's got a solid boxing base. He does his uh kicks, body kicks. What his main thing is just to grapple you, try to get you down, and just go for the sub. He's got decent wrestling skills, or pretty good wrestling skills. I won't say decent. He's better than most, and he's got insane cardio. But this man Ian Gary is a sniper from the outside. He's a point fighter. He's like MVP kind of in a way. He's a sniper from the outside. He's a crisp with all his strikes, and I think he's a lot faster. I think the speed advantage is gonna be real, and Bilal is just going to be sitting there getting stung up, not knowing what to do. And it's not like Ian Gary's a slouch on the ground. He's been training at Shooter Box with Diego Lima, Oliveira, and company. Like he's got a good BJJ base. He's got great takedown defense, and he's like even if he gets taken down, it's not like he's gonna not know what to do. I think Ian Gary probably might even be a knockout late or decision. That's what I'm going with.
I say it's fight going to decision either way. And I want Ian Gary to win 100%. I just think what Bilal is going to do is hold him against the cage and knee his knees until the match is over, which will
Mm.
effectively give him the win. I think that's Bilal's best win chance. That'll just keeping him on the ground for the entire time. Typical Bilal stuff. I think that's Bilal's who got Ian. I think he is faster. I think on the feet he's superiorly better. Just that simple. As long as Bilal doesn't get his hands on Ian, there's no way Ian loses. Yeah, you wanna do the next one? Or you want me to do it?
Arman Sarukian versus Dan Hooker.
Yeah.
Did you see the press? Did you see the face off between these two? Can I ask you that real quick? Did you see
Nah, I haven't gotten no answer.
Bro, Armand headbutted this guy. They were doing a face off. Dan Hooker did a feint thing, and then Armand goes up and headbutts Dan Hooker, bro. Armand is an idiot. He's a little spoiled brat, but he's reckless. He could have ruined the main event of this fight. A lot of people are like mad about this. I could care less. Ilya was right there. Well, I shouldn't say I could care less, but Dan Hooker's never gonna uh, cancel a fight because he got headbutted earlier. Dan Hooker's a maniac. Like he accepted his leg getting broken in one of the fights. He said breaking his arm was just a scratch in one of the fights. This man he's fighting is crazy. That being said, I'm going with Armin Saruki.
Yeah, I'm going with Sarukian as well. I just
Yeah,
think Sarukian needs the win as well.
yeah, he's one away. I think if he is able to finish Dan Hooker, which he might be able to, like Armin's got underrated. He's got underrated striking. He like loads up on his shots a lot. He has gotten a pretty decent amount of knockdowns in his fights, and he's able to. And you know how good he is on the ground. Everyone knows how good he is on the ground, and he pushes for finishes on the ground. He doesn't just go for like lay and pray. He does damage. He does ground and pound, and I feel like through the course of 5 rounds, he's gonna find a finish. I would like to see Dan Hooker win. I just don't see it happening, bro. Be real.
Same. Same, especially when I think he's not the better. I think Armin is better on the feet. So if I think Armin better
Mm.
on the feet, I know
I
Dan is amazing on the feet. I just think Armin is a better all around fighter. Now I could be
I
wrong.
agree.
Dan could easily show me something. I could be wrong. But I just think Dan isn't the level of fighter. I think Armin is definitely the number one contender. He deserves to be the number one contender. Well, I think he's going to lose to Ilya, but I think he definitely deserves to be the number one contender.
I agree with that sentiment. I think he's going to lose to Ilya too. But that's a conversation for some
Well,
time
no,
in the future. Yeah. Shout out to the sponsors. If you go to notmove-shop.fourthwall.com, scroll down the links to all the sponsors, NFL Shop, MLB Shop, Walmart. If you use promo code NOTMOVED on those three sites, you get 10% off. As well as W Energy, use promo code Not Moved, and I think that's all the sponsors. Get some merch. Support your favorite podcast, man. Help us out. Help us share the word. Like, subscribe, hype it up. I know that's a new thing on YouTube. Hype the video. Uh, you got any last words for the people, John? All right.
nope, not moved up.
All right. Not moved out. Peace out. Have a good day. 10 hours. Guitar fight.
This non casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.